What's goody, everyone? It's me. I'm back for some Sonic 06, but it's actually the Shadow episode. It's gonna go crazy. I hate this game, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see if like Shadow is like any better than Sonic, because I know I'm going to hate Silver's episode because I already hate playing as him in the like one chance I've had to actually play as him. I don't want to play this anymore, guys. I'm struggling to actually enjoy this game. So I'm hoping to just fucking like, because obviously in the next 3 days I can probably just push this out as soon as possible. And then probably Silver episode next week. But Everyday August is starting in like a month, and I'm not ready. I don't have plans. Oh fuck, I should probably start planning shit. But how about we kind of just get straight into the Sonic game? Because why not? Stop having fun. We can do this instead. It's playing twice in my ears, and I don't know why. Why is it playing twice in my ears? You guys wouldn't be able to hear it, but I can hear it. It's really weird. This is wrong. Sure, I did that. Alright, so last week, we finished Sonic's episode. So now it's time for Shadow. I get to play as Shadow. I don't know how long this is compared to Sonic, but what the fuck is going on already? Yo, Shadow's fucking ballin'. Sonic, like, saved the whole princess, and Shadow's going Metal Gear mode.
Transmission from HQ. There's an SOS coming from Dr. Eggman's base. Our last communication with our agent was 26 hours ago.
Okay.
We expect an immediate rescue. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow's fucking working with the government.
Initiating the mission now.
What's going... Why couldn't you just teleport in? What's going on? Oh, I'm White Acropolis. Fuck, I hate this stage. No. No, I hate this stage. What does it mean 5 A presses in a row?
What is he up to this time?
What's he up to this time? I don't get it, but whatever. Oh, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what that does, but I'm kind of gaming. I don't know if I feel.
Plus both arms. That's my chance.
Blah 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 blah. Shit. Okay, Shadow's actually easier to play as, in my opinion. Oh, are these lasers? Fuck. I don't want to get hit by those. Bad idea. I think Shadow is easier to play as, because like I do the homing attack and then he does like a bang 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 attack. You know, as you do. Shit. Wait, hold on. I want to get up. Yeah. Sick fucking tricks. No! Okay. I also think his homing attack is way stronger. That'll get out. I won't lie, his homing attack is still really bad. Like, bing bong. Let me up. Let me up. Oh god, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Whoa. Okay. I made it. Did that open the door? What? Why didn't that open the door? Did I I'm opening. Ugh. What does the switch do? What does the switch do? I'm so confused. Open. The fuck does that switch do? Can I homing attack this? I can rise. I rise. I'm impressed. Oh, this door opened. What does that even mean? Press the A button when it attacks. Oh, I do like a slam, I see. I think that's what that means. I'm very confused on how Shadow the Hedgehog works. Oh, I did it. A warp hole? Wow, a warp hole can transport him instantly. I don't... This seems much easier than the White Acropolis I did last time. Probably because it's literally the first level of Shadow's story. What the fuck?
Security's really high.
What? Rouge?
You can glide by holding
I could glide.
jumping.
Yay, look at
You don't
me.
want to get caught in a searchlight. You're going to have to respond.
Oh, Rouge has bombs? Bombs! Oh, fuck. Oh god, I'm getting shot. Bomb. It's so funny seeing that thing. And any ragdoll in this game is really funny. Alright, I'm assuming I'm headed this way. Drop bombs. Bomb. What? The fucking explosion. Drop bombs. Alright, who cares? I'm not getting caught by the police. Or Dr. Eggman, I guess. This is Dr. Eggman, technically. Click.
Dr.
Oh my god.
Shadow, why you?
What do you mean, why you?
Request from the president.
Oh, I'm working for the fucking president?
List of warrants. Press the Y button to get on it.
I'm on it. What was that? I get to drive vehicles! I'm Shadow the fucking Hedgehog! Yo, I'm Shadow the fucking Hedgehog. I can blow up shit in my vehicle. Oh god. Please! The way he said no. Alright.
Looks like that arm
I wasn't expecting explosion central. I was not expecting Shadow to drive. But I guess like Shadow is literally the only person who knows how to drive.
Destroy 5 searchlights to open
Oh.
the door to the outside.
How do I stop? How do I stop accelerating? How do I reverse? It wasn't letting me reverse. I wanted to go
looks like
backwards.
that arm at the
I'm pressing Y.
box. Press
Hello?
the Y button to get on
Okay.
it.
Is it B? Oh god, they're shooting me. Explosion.
Break the circuit.
I go this way.
Searchlight pillars are solid.
You need to get out of here
Alright.
quickly.
Do I?
To destroy 5 searchlights to open
I
the
want to
door
explode
the
this
outside.
thing. How do I... Where are the searchlights that I'm supposed to explode? I thought these were right there. There's one. I need to break 5? Oh fuck! I'm living. Ow. I need rings. Alright, where's that other vehicle that was over here? Oh, what's this? The goodies. Hell yeah. That I needed... Blow up 5? God, am I going the right way? Woo! I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Alright, let's go! Vehicle gaming. Oh my god, I'm so cool with it. I'm sick with it. Don't go! Okay, I'm alive. Is this the door that I need to go through, but I can't because the vehicle is currently on fire? Can I use this still? Can I reverse? Can I reverse? Oh, the X button is reverse. I see. Why the fuck is the X button reverse? Alright. Explode. Oh, I thought I was dead. Oh, a new one. Yippee. I need to get to that searchlight up there, I think. Which means that I need to go this way. Zoom. I went inside the wall. I don't know where I'm going. Zoom. Stop going in the floor. Explode. Can I shoot that from here? No. No, Shadow. Get up. Oh. How do I... Oh. Car. I'm under the car. How does this work exactly? How am I supposed to explode this?
If I don't break the searchlights,
Yes, I know.
get outside.
I know you won't be able to get outside. That's why I'm trying to get the searchlights. Shadow. Alright, we're good. We're good. Whose idea was it to put fucking cars in Sonic 06? I was not ready. Alright, there is a searchlight like right there. Explode! Oh my god, I'm missing. Alright, we've opened 5, I think. I did it. I think I did it. I want to assume that I did it. I have... Whoa, wait, hold on. We're backing up. Turn the fucking camera so I can see Shadow. Alright, we're bowling. I'm going back over there. I think I did it this time. Oh yeah, hit it again. I thought I didn't get that for a second. I was about to be very upset. Alright, are we good? Is it open? It's not fucking open? Why isn't it open? Did I miscount? Do I have to attack this one right here? I probably do, right? Oh, my bad. What? He has no shoes! He is shoeless. He's feetless. What the fuck happened to your shoes, Shadow? What the fuck was that? Why did I just get, like, ended? That's crazy. I didn't expect to just disappear.
Need to stay focused.
And I got a C rank still. Alright, you know what? It's fine. I don't know how many levels there are in Shadow's mission story thing, or what I actually have to do, but we're kind of gaming, you know? Spent 10 minutes on the first level. Just like Shadow the Hedgehog on the 2005. I don't really know what's going on with their shit. Like, I saved
Don't
Rouge.
you want to know what this is?
I would love to know what that is. That looks like a
My assignment was to rescue you, nothing more.
pillar.
Fine.
I can't believe Shadow
With
works
you,
with the
it's
government.
Always business.
Yeah, isn't that like kind of the point? Oh my.
It seems they don't want us to leave.
Fair enough,
Let's
right?
get this over with.
He's about to whip the floor with some robots. Oh, what the fuck is this, dude? Egg Cerberus again? I remember this boss. Why do I have to fight the same boss? Defeat Egg Cerberus. Wait, does that mean I have to fight? Does that mean that the boss is gonna be like very the same?
The doctor's guard dog. Still,
Oh
I
my
need to
god,
get
it's the
through here.
doctor's guard dog. I just remembered I have to like hit into things, I think. Like, gotta make it run into certain things. Like maybe if I get it to run into a searchlight. I was about to say, or not. Or it's just kind of chilling. I don't really know what to expect. Oh yeah, I gotta like ride his back or whatever the hell when he's tired. That makes more sense. I remember now. I'm just skating around. I'm having fun. I can't even see the dude. Hey, buddy. Come get me. I don't know where I am. I don't know where you are either. Ice physics makes sense here. I'll follow you. Or not. This seems like a very easy boss. Then again, it is like the first boss, so that makes sense. Oh yeah.
Shadow, make him crash into something.
Make him crash into what? These? The wall? Okay, the wall makes sense. I don't know if there's anything else specific, but I'm like taking out everything else. Die. Asshole. Is there anything specific that would make sense?
I see. That armor on his head is protecting his weak point.
Yeah, that makes
The
sense.
front's too dangerous, Shadow. Can you get around to the back?
Yeah, I can. Check it. Check it. Oh, I kind of like locked the fuck in. Alright, let's make it hit a wall. Bonk.
That armor's gone. Now it's my turn.
Your turn to do what, though? Like, all you've been doing is kind of just, like, skating around, doing fuck all. I can't homing attack it, can I? I gotta make it run into something. Oh. It's up there now. What is it going to do? I don't remember this fight. Slam attack? Yeah. Can I, like, attack it? This isn't working. This is not working. Ooh. I was grinding? Oh my god, I got on. Wait, that's kind of sick, actually.
Do what I tell you.
Oh wait, is it because he can see? I'm gonna make him run into the wall. Up. Can I just like homing attack, dude? Can I homing attack, bro? Like, is that how this works? Like, if I come over here, can I homing attack, bro? Oh, what? I was able to homing attack, bro. Where'd you go? You're over there. Big fucking slam attack! Oh my god. What is happening? Oh, hi. What is happening here? Oh! I got fucking slammed. Alright, rerun it. Rerun it back. And by back, I mean into a wall. And then we win. Check it. Oh. Maybe? I can't see shit. I don't know where I'm going. What the hell was that? I didn't run into a wall? Make him run into a wall, Shadow. I guess I'm not running into any walls. There we go. I did it. Nice. I got a muffin. Look at that. Apple cinnamon. I think. I want to believe. Yummy. That took me 4 minutes. That was awful. Ooh.
Guess that was
B
all right.
rank. Hell yeah. I'm getting so many rings that I'm never gonna use. What's the point of Shadow's story? Does like anything actually happen in Shadow's story, or is it just like a bunch of boss fights and levels? How long is Shadow's story compared to Sonic's? What the fuck just happened? What? Where are we? Did I miss something? What's going on?
Soliana, the city of water. It has a constitutional monarchy, you know.
Why is that
Primary
like
industries
interesting?
Are tourism and crafting precision machinery.
Yeah, that's the
current
princess.
sovereign is Princess Elise III.
That's the princess.
Why does Eggman's base lead to an odd place like this?
So we're still
How
in
should I
Eggman's
know?
base?
I just followed my orders and retrieved the item.
I don't really understand.
Anyway, I have a little favor to ask of you. Could you escort me to the GUN rendezvous point?
You're not allowed to
Where's
say
the
gun.
rendezvous point?
Up
It's
there!
the ancient castle of Soliana in Kingdom Valley.
Not! Oh my god, I'm getting raided. Ah! How's it going? Sick White Tiger? How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. What were you playing? I'm currently suffering through Sonic 06. I'm about half. Well, I just started the Shadows episode. But if you need to raid and run, please go do so. Or stick around and watch me suffer trying to play through this game. How's the shader edge hedge going in here? It's not going. I was enjoying. Look, I was not having a lot of fun with the original Sonic story. I beat that last week. It was Ed, Edd, and Eddy tonight. Yo, that's sick. Like, video game Ed, Edd, and Eddy? That's awesome. But yeah, I'm currently just starting playing this out. Alright, I have to go to Kingdom Valley. And we're in Soliana. At least we got the bangin'. Yep. Awesome. Is it just me, or is Shadow's shoes just consistently, like, under the floor? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you had a good stream. I'm kind of just here. See bad ditties I knew I needed to come in here. Ah, yes. The classic. I don't know where I'm actually going. This game confuses me. It is unfinished in the worst way possible. Ah, the shop. Ooh, breakdance. Can I use the I'm not allowed to use... Oh, I am allowed to use the shop. I've never played this. Word of advice. Don't. Oh my god. And yes, thank you for the follow, Sigway Targa. And Halligan the Third. Obviously, if you followed during the rat raid. Feel like it's a matter of time? No, please, don't play this game. It's not worth it, I promise. I promise you it's not worth it. Should have never made that game. Yeah, no, this is not a good game. Played some awful things. Oh, I've played some awful things, and this is not fun. I suffer. I've been suffering through this entire set. Like, what just happened? I was sideways. Shadow can hit the sideways. Admin, he's doing it sideways. I could skate sideways. This is awesome, actually. Never mind, this game's goated. Where am I going? I actually don't know where I'm supposed to be going, and there's no, like, map. There's no map button. There is a breakdance button, though, so we're sick with it. Oh yeah, wait. These guys tell me where... Tell me a hint. You don't look that like you're that rich. If you want to earn rings quickly, find people in need of help and help them out. The fuck? This dude just called me poor? Wait. Bro just called me poor. Dance button, all is forgiven. Yeah, right? If only every game had a dedicated dance button. Can I come through here? So there's like... I have the air dash. Was I like in front of where I was supposed to go? Like, was this the location? Because I started here. What if I go back this way? Oh. Oh, okay. No, this is just the room. This is the room I was just in. That's awesome that I can actually come in here and there was a medallion for me. I don't know if I'm actually going to try... I'm not getting all the medallions. There's no way. How do I... Oh, wait. I remember. I remember going to Kingdom Valley. Okay, so I have to go and go back to... The gates are closed temporarily. I have to talk to this random bishop dude that's like, oh, you want to go to Kingdom Valley? I'll take you. Because they didn't have, like, an actual way of going anywhere. What's up, middle-aged woman? That network shop in front of the clock tower is nice, isn't it? I like being able to buy things without having to talk to anyone. That's true, actually. This is before the days of modern Amazon deliveries. I'd like to believe. Was 2000... How many people actually did 2006 Amazon deliveries? Was Amazon even I don't remember. I don't remember 2006 a lot. That was like 20 years ago. I hate the humans in this game so much. It's like a creepy rehash of Sims 2. They are disgusting. How am I supposed to get that fucking thing? What is that? How am I supposed to get that? I don't really get where I'm... And I can just jump over this dude. That's awesome. How do I get to Kingdom Valley? Can somebody please tell me? You. The way to the forest, go across this bridge and I'll be right there. Oh, yeah, okay. You're not sure what to do? Try going to the store. I see. I have to go this way. Go that way? Yes, thank you, Squawk. I do, yeah. I figured out where I was supposed to go. Even the doodly Pixar people from Unleashed are better than this, right? They hadn't nailed humans yet. You know, they had a chance with Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Adventure 2. Adventure had it right with the pseudo-anime style. I would like to believe that. Alright, check this out. Shadow knows how to fly. There are so many people here that, like, have quests that I don't want to do. I don't want anything to do with them. I also don't know where I'm going. I haven't actually properly explored this area. I just kind of, like, got put in trials or whatever, which was around this place, but I don't know where I'm actually going. And I wish there was a goddamn map button. But I'm assuming I gotta head, like, towards the castle. Maybe. Look at this big open empty field and how there's nothing here. Oh wait, this is where I had that boss fight, right? There was a boss fight here, I think. I may be misremembering, I don't remember. Yeah, this is where I had the trials, and then I went, like, there was an eagle here, and it took me to Kingdom Valley, which is really cool. I bet I can... Whoa, my god, what the hell? The momentum on that was insane. I do not like the air control in this game. Can I not get up here? What? What? How can I get up there, but not anywhere else? Oh, god. Why? Please, precision. Alright, nailed it. How do I get across? How do I get up? I go up. Wow, that was, like, really easy, actually. Is this where I'm supposed to be? No one has told me anything yet. You're not helpful. You're not orange. I hit the 50-50 grind. I can just get in there? Oh yeah. Why is this a choice that I can do? Alright, where am I going? Where's, like, the goal? Rouge, you're not telling me any. Like, I remember I needed to come to Kingdom Valley, but you haven't told me, like, anything about where I'm actually supposed to go in Kingdom Valley. Are you any fucking help? Or am I just gonna, like, break hands on you? Where am I going? I don't think I can go down here. What the hell? I'm so lost. Shadow, can you learn to fly? Wait, Rouge. Rouge, fly to where you're supposed to go. Help me climb the wall. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Rouge, can you just climb the wall? Oh, great. Hey, I have to start all the way over here now. At least I get more rings. She's just there for physics. She's there for look good. She's just there to smile and look pretty. Where am I going? I know there's like they were just like, oh yeah, the gun rendezvous point. Where is that? They haven't told me. They were like, go to the gun rendezvous point. Okay. I'll go to the gun rendezvous point. What do you got for me? The area up ahead near the cave just had a landslide. It's dangerous, so you better stay away. Okay. I guess I head in that direction then? Like, obviously that's a thing that I'm supposed to go and find out. The world is empty as hell, you might stumble upon it. Well, that's what I'm hoping. Maybe? Is it this way? No, it is not this way. I don't think it's this way. Peak 06 God, it is not Pico 6. I don't know where I'm going. I'm lost. They said to go to Kingdom Valley. Thank you for the follow, Dean Bradley. Love how it's an ancient forest. Looks like someone's mowed the lawns. Yeah, what a great open area. This is what Sonic Frontiers wishes it could be. Alright, what the hell is this? What is this? I wanted to go play, but now I can't. My dad always says the store has everything, but I wonder if they have anything that takes care of rocks from landslides. Hate how he doesn't hover at all. His shoes, like, clip into the... What did that do? I did the Chaos Boost. Oh. I can... Why can you do that? Why can you do this? Foot snapping in this game always weirded me out. Why am I allowed to do this? Can I get through? Am I... Oh god. What am I supposed to do? I did the burst, right? I got stuck here for so long. I did the thing. Homing it. The art ain't arting. Yeah. What do you mean I can't go this way? Okay, I don't care. Gun rendezvous point. That was it. I'm up here now. I'm back in Kingdom Valley. Why the fuck is this game this game? Why am I playing this? Alright. Why does Shadow have a fucking glider?
This is Kingdom Valley. Long ago, there was a royal
Oh god, if I get shot, I die. What am I... Where am I going? Do I just keep gliding? What's going on? Where do I go? I don't know where I'm going. I'm just gliding. I go this way now. Tears of the Kingdom wishes it was this. Real. Where am I going? What just happened? What was that? 30-second cutscene. 30-second playable cutscene. That's crazy. Oh, okay, now I actually get to play. Alright, we're gaming. I actually do know how to play games.
It
Never
looks
mind.
Like you need to find 3 keys to move on. Leave it to me.
You will need
Oh
to
my
collect
god, it's
3
just
keys
like
to open the
Sonic
door
Adventure
ahead.
2.
Search the area carefully.
Oh no, I have to search the area carefully even though, like, in the actual good games, there's like a rate. Am I fucked? Am I fucked? Rouge doesn't know how to fucking climb walls apparently. Or climb that. Rouge, please. Please. Okay, I'm up. Bombs! Need to get some sleep. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. That wasn't even for a key. That was for a medallion. Oh god. That's another medallion. Sick. Bomb! Bomb! Oh shit, these guys take like more than one bomb. I guess I'm softballing the fucking bombs at these dudes. Oh my god, they're rolling over me. Bomb! 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 I'm like throwing Pokeballs at these dudes, but instead of capturing them, I'm exploding them on command. Was there a point to any of that? Bomb! Oh god, the floor. Did he just kill himself? No. Okay. Alright, so that was not where I wanted to go. Where are the keys at? There's not even like a beep beep radar. Oh! What just happened? What did I just do? How did I get up here? Can I go through the window? Oh. Interesting. Alright, we bowl this time. Bombs! Oh, yeah, these guys are like weak. Weak shit. What the fuck is this game? Oh, this is where I was with Silver. Bomb. I remember being here with Silver.
It
Where are
looks
my
like it's equipped with heavy weapons. I bet its legs are
Oh, there's one there. I see a key. Key spotted. How do I get in there? How do I get in there successfully? What? Whoa. That's cool, I guess. Explode, please. Hell yeah. I mean, one key gained. I have to find 2 more. Oh my god, this is gonna suck. Are they just like anywhere? Or are they like in robots? Or anything? How do I know where they are? The physics in this game make me laugh. Alright, can I kill this guy? Oh! I'm alive. Get blown up, idiot. Get blown up, idiot. Get blown up, idiot. Get blown up, idiot. Alright. I win. I'm still very confused as to where these would be. Oh, you are joking. All of my rings. I like didn't even try to hit that guy. Link. Oh, what? I didn't get that. Okay. Where do I go? There's that up there. That's not gonna help me. Can I climb like this central area pillar thing? Awesome. How high can I climb? About up to here. Awesome. Oh. Oh my god, camera. Alright, if I glide around a bit, maybe I'll find something that's like cool or whatever. Or if I come like over here. What's the point of this? Who the fuck's shooting me? Who the fuck got gun? Who the fuck is that? I thought this bridge like broke. Who the fuck are you guys? POV, you're throwing bombs. Die. Oh, come on. I want to direct hit. Yes! Die. Nailed it. How do I get inside? Better question, where the actual hell am I going? Where are these keys? Can I progress with just one, please? Oh, I'm back here. This isn't going to help explode. Is this... Ooh, there's a door here. Can I blow this up with my bombs? There's a key in there! I fucking thought... I knew there would be. Let me in. I see it. There's actually a key in there. The hell just happened? I'm so confused. Where am I going? Where am I? Alright, what if I climb all the way up here? There has to be something up here, right? Like, what the hell is this? Random fucking things. Alright, is there anywhere I can get in? Uh-oh. 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 I'm fine. Can I put a bomb on the window? Am I allowed to do that? Will it explode the window? That makes sense, actually. Oh my god, the glass is just fucking... You see that glass just go everywhere? Get thrown. What? How did that not collide with you? Bitch. Get bombed. Alright, second key unlocked. Where the hell is this third key? Because I've hit the two, like, most... There was, like, one over there. There was one in here. So where's the next one? Where's the one I'm, like, missing? Can I see it from here? I would have thought it'd be, like, on that little area over there, but no. And I probably can't see it. I'm just exploring at this point. I gotta look carefully for wherever the fuck I'm actually supposed to be finding these. Not like on walls or anything. Maybe it's like up. Oh wait, no, was it here? Oh god, I don't remember it. That box is just moving around by itself. What a legend. Oh god, robot. I love the fact that I could just like say, oh god, robot, and throw a bomb and it just explodes. Like, it's like, can I blow this up? Oh my. I can. What the hell? Roosh can just do that? Roosh can swag on him? Alright. I don't know how many of these I have, but there's the last one.
Ah, in a place like this.
What do you mean place like this? This is like, where is this? Alright. Third key gotten.
Okay, let's get going.
How much longer is this level?
Press the
Fuck!
button to get
I jumped into that. Alright. I mean... I'm hovering? Okay, I was like, am I hovering? Oh my god. Explode. Die, bitches.
once it's gone.
What just happened? Did a building just fall on me? What the hell?
Press the Y button to get out.
Alright, we'll ignore that, I think. I go everywhere without exploding this time. Oh god, the turning circle. It's hard! No! Oh, okay, I'm fine actually. Maybe? I didn't even see that happen. It just happened.
That's a hover vehicle.
Where am I? Where is like the end goal here? I don't know. I'm just kind of going in a direction, hoping that I will get some. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Run! Run! I'm too good at this. I go faster than usual. Can I go in here? Can I go this way? Oh, I can actually go this way. There's bonus over here if I do go this way. Oh, Gmod physics. Is this where I actually want to be? Like, can I? Wait, there's a thing there. I wanted to go back. There was a checkpoint. There's a checkpoint over there. How do I go back? My checkpoint. I hope I don't die. Oh god, I hope I don't die. Explode! Where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? I go up. Oh, eagle! Eagle! Oh god. Oh no, I'm fine actually. A fucking building fell on me in an eagle and I'm fine. I'm just normal. I'm still trying to find this recovery point. Nothing good has happened to me yet. Shadow, can you lock the fuck in? Please, I beg you.
What place to choose for an extraction point?
That's what I'm saying. Where am I? Oh, I mean, I'm in Kingdom Valley. I know where I... Oh, crap! I'm fine, actually. I forgot that I kind of needed to lock on and not lock in. Hit that 20 rings. Fuck yeah. Ooh, I almost fell straight off. Alright, how much longer is this goddamn level? I'm tired of this. I do like the fact that I could just, like, kick the shit out of these guys. There's no strength in numbers, Shadow? I thought there was. I thought that was, like, the whole point of, like, fighting with numbers. Whoa. Okay, good. We've hit a checkpoint. I'm alive. I am chilling now. So this is called a chaos attack, whatever the fuck I'm doing. Why? Why, man? Why did that just happen? Who thought that was a good idea? Who said that was a thing that could happen? Why didn't it lock on? my homie. Like, why didn't it do that? Why was, like, the entire problem? Whatever. I don't care. Oh. Get him. Fucking get him. Get him. Fucking get him. Oh my god. I almost got. Ooh, an extra life. Alright. We're locked in. I want that. What? This is bullshit. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah, I'm living now. Haha, that was definitely, why is that a thing? Why did they decide that was a good idea? Oh, I'm getting missiles. I kinda need a ring to not die. Thank you. Alright. Where am I going? Why is Kingdom Valley so long? Oh. I'm going like the opposite way that Sonic went? That's neat. I kinda like that. At the same time, why? Why am I playing through the same levels 3 times? I don't want to go moving, Shadow. It's scary. Momentum is scary. I don't like it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where am I? Ooh, extra life. Oh my god, I just want a homing attack. I always forget that there's like extra attacks that you can do if you try to homing attack. Homing attack. Alright. What's poppin' in his bitch? Why the fuck am I not attacking him? Plonk. Plonk. Did I do it? Oh, there's a guy. Alright, we're gaming? Is that it? No more? No more enemies? I think we're gaming. Why do I have to jump up that? What was that bullshit? I'm dead!
No!
What? Why? Why is that a thing that can just happen? Oh, there's a thing right here. Why can that just happen? Who thought that was a cool idea? At least there... Oh, I was about to say, at least there's like an extra life right here, but it's gone. I'm not allowed to use it again. They said no more. Alright. I love lag. Okay. I'm gonna kick the shit out of this dude. I'm locking in. Look at me go. What? Why didn't I hit that one? Alright. Now. I'm gonna remember that I gotta, like, basically jump up the stairs. Because for some reason I'm not... Why? Why? Why have you done this to me? Shadow, you motherfucker. I don't know why I grab those every time. There's no point. What the fuck? I can Chaos Spear? What? Why was I unaware of this fact? When I'm in the air, I can Chaos Spear. That's kind of sick, but whatever. Alright. This is why I don't like this game. Why the fuck can you just do, like, random bullshit? Alright. I break your leg. Got him. I got... Oh, I was about to say, did I get all of them? This is so bad. Alright. I'm locked in again. Okay. Make it back, make it back! Alright. Where is the actual thing? Over here. Okay! I'm living. I'm on the win.
We're getting close to the extraction point.
Thank fuck we're getting close to the extraction point. I've been here for about 14 minutes. Why is this the longest level in existence? Who thought this was a good idea? Shadow, there is very much strength in numbers. I just hope that I'm not going to just perish Oh, fuck off. Oh, look, give it to me. I don't want to be here anymore. What's the fucking point of this mission, dude? I got 20,000 time bonus? What the fuck?
Guess that was all right.
How'd I get a B for that? Oh wait, B is like the easiest rank to get. What the hell is going on? What's happening? How long is Shadow's story? I really hope it's not as long as Sonic's. Because it was very long. It took like 6 hours to do one episode, one story. I don't want to be here for 6 hours. I don't plan on doing it all today anyway. Why are we here?
The former king of Soliana used to
Why
reside
are
in
we
this
here?
castle, but a major accident occurred 10 years ago, and no one's lived there since.
Damn.
Accident.
I heard a
Accident?
prototype energy engine failed, which caused the accident. I think the name of the plan was...
The Solaris Project.
Eggman! Oh my god, it's the Doctor.
It was an ambitious project named after their eternal sun god.
Hey, what's up?
Doctor!
Yeah, I stole your
It's been
shit.
a while, my dear Rouge. And of course, Shadow. Now, if you'd be so kind as to hand back the Scepter of Darkness you took from me.
At least he shows up asking for it back. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's just like the Sick'em boys! Shadow can take these guys. Rouge could also take these guys. Oh, never mind. What the hell was that bullshit? He just went, ah! Cool. Yeah, what the fuck's your problem, Eggman? Look at that, you're breaking the Spear of Darkness or whatever. The delayed shatter sound effect. Why is everything so, what happened?
Shadow!
That is Shadow.
It's no use! Pull back! Pull back! Pull back!
He's like, oh fuck! Yeah, no, I don't think you're pulling back there. What did you guys do? What have you unleashed onto the world? Okay. Whoa. Oh my god, Shadow's Shadow. It's Shadow the Hedgehog.
What? His shadow.
Shadow's Shadow.
Oh, how ironic fate can be. I would never have believed I would be resurrected through your shade. I thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog.
What the fuck? This is wacky.
Who are you? And how do you know my name?
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Mephiles. Mephiles the Dark.
I do like his theme. Mephiles the Dark.
What? Did you forget me?
Oh yeah, because there's time travel shenanigans.
I owe much to you, Shadow.
You can fuck off. You can fuck right off.
Oh,
You're...
yes.
Look at this dude.
What you gave to me, I now return to you. A one-way ticket to oblivion.
Oh yeah, he can time travel, that's right. Oh, Rouge is just gone. And Shadow goes too. They just fucking like... Oh, he's also gone. I don't... Okay. Awesome. Are we in the future now? Yeah, we're in the future. Rouge is like, holy fuck, what just happened?
What is this place?
Crisis City,
It
baby.
seems we've been teleported to another location.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely
let's
looks like
find
it.
out where we are.
Okay. Now I gotta-
Mephiles.
Babysitter.
Who is he?
Why is it black and white? Shadow, why did you go black and white mode? What is going on? I just get to sit here, listen to lore, I guess.
I'm in.
I'm chilling.
I've pinpointed our location.
I'm in. We're in Soliana?
No, that's not possible.
Where are
We're
we?
still in the doctor's base. But how
Oh.
can that be?
We're in the doctor's
Wait,
base?
There's no doubt now.
So it's not where we are.
But when? Fucking eyes. What year are you
It
in?
appears we've gone through time, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Yes, approximately 200 years.
Oh my god, 2006.
Maybe
Holy
more,
shit.
depending on when this
That's true,
database
actually.
was last updated.
Well.
At least we know we've arrived in the future. That means this Mephiles character has the power to control time.
His power
Yeah.
feels very similar to my own chaos control.
Well, he was born from
But-
your shadow. Oh? Who's there? Is it Sonic? Does Sonic appear? Is this the part where Sonic appears? I don't remember. Yep, it is. Cool. Hey, it's them. I remember this cutscene. I remember them playing. This is sick.
Boy, do I feel dizzy.
Everything's connecting now.
Where are we?
When are you, Tails?
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
He's like, fuck, I hate these guys. I hate all of them. Why do I have to be stuck with these guys all the time? Welcome to Crisis City.
This is the distant future, far removed from our own timeline.
The future? Then that means Eggman's machine can control time.
Apparently everyone can
Eggman's
fucking
got some
control
nerve
time.
dropping us here.
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this requires a lot of energy. I see. You mean using your chaos control will... Yes, but that alone is insufficient. Okay, Shadow. It looks like we need to work together.
Yeah, what a surprise. Oh yeah, I have to go through fucking Crisis City. Cool, I guess. I guess I'll go through Crisis City again. Crisis City. I'm in a fucking car! Okay, this is sick now. Explode. What the fuck? What just happened?
No!
Why did it just like... What, did I just get like hit by the car and go sideways or some shit? Oh yeah, barreling down. Bang, bang, bang. Blowing up shit. I'm fucking driving. Hell yeah. I'm in Shadow's fucking car. Oh my god. I'm still here. Please. Damn. Damn, never mind. Alright, I guess I'm going this way. At least Crisis City is like a banging theme.
You're in my way.
Yeah, but I'm going to just not pay attention. They may be in the way, but I'm cool as fuck. I don't have to stop for anybody. Oh god. I hate 3D. I hate this shit. Can I make that? I cannot make it. Never mind! I can! Ooh. I'm up. I'm up. Alright, we're rail grinding now, bitch. We're gaming. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm kind of gaming. Oh yeah, look at me go. I quite like Crisis. All right, loading screen. I forgot this stage has like 4 loading screens. I forgot. This is gonna take a while. Come on, I need to find the Chaos Emerald. Oh, does that mean I have to play as Rouge and like do that like? Oh wait, maybe not. Do I have to go in the volcano as Shadow? Because last time I didn't have to. Fuck swapping the. Oh, I'm fine. Oh wait, no, I'm not fine. I'm not fine anymore. I thought I was fine, but I'm not. Oh shit. I don't like trying to control where I'm going on rails. Why? That's what I don't fucking like. Where am I? Oh, I'm gonna have to redo Crisis City again. I'm like afraid, because like, what happens if, yeah. What happens if I don't, what happens if I fuck up? What did I just do? I can't get off! Fuck! Let me off! Let me off the wild ride! Alright, I'm normal again. Okay, I'm normal. I am so normal. I'm normal as hell. Give me 3 more rings. I'm chilling. I love how it's like when the mouth is open. Like the mouth is never fucking open and I still beat the shit out of these guys. The fact that the ragdolls are so like ridiculously fast is so funny to me. Alright, I don't really know where I'm going. I'm kind of just going forward. Please. Okay, I'm living. What the fuck just happened? Okay. Apparently, I'm just not allowed to press any buttons, any stick movement when I get on a rail, or when I do a scripted segment like that. What the hell was that? What the fuck? Where'd my attack go? Where'd my homing attack go? Ooh. This is why I don't like this game. Janky as fuck. Nothing works. Nothing works as intended. I thought I just died. It did it again! It fucking... No! Ooh. 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 Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like that. What the fuck just happened? I'm only 19% of the way through? Oh boy. Oh boy. How am I going to live this? I don't like this. Thank fucking God that I don't have to do a lot of Crisis City shit. I just have to skip like a lot of cutscenes. Yeah, we had a lot of cutscenes. A lot of cutscenes. There we go. We sat through a lot of cutscenes just to get back to Crisis City. Oh, okay. Alright. What the fuck even was that shit? Why did that happen? The fact that it happened twice, I think, was probably the most bullshit part. I want to get on this rail. I don't know what that means to me, but it's a cool-ass rail, I think. Never mind, shit goes fucking slow. I want that. Aw. Alright, we're gaming, I think. I hope.
You're in my way.
Bitches are in my way. Who cares? I skate. I feel like I should be going like really fast in this part, but I'm just not. This is fine. Yikes. Oh my god, I thought I just went straight into the fucking fire. Hold on, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Fucking straight drop down is killing me. Alright, we're gaming. We are absolutely fucking gaming. Nothing can go wrong. I know exactly where I'm going. Zoomies! Yeah, I think I made it here quicker than I did last time. God, my throat is like dying today. This is not good. Probably can't, you know, talk for much longer. However, if I lose my voice, it means I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Which is always a plus. I want those rings. You motherfucker. I mean, I got the bonus, didn't I? Alright. We're gaming. Oh, I could have jumped there. Get off! Okay. What the fuck just hit me? Alright, well, at least I don't have to do that again. How am I killing these dudes from like 3,000 years away? Alright, we're gaming. I do that. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Alright, at least this is like relatively easy. Oh. Alright, we're gaming. As long as I didn't fall off there, I was fine. Jeez. I'm really, like, struggling today. Alright. It happened again! How is this happening to me? How am I supposed to do anything? How do I get past this part? I don't get it. Oh, I'm alive. I did it. I'm alive. I did it. I made it. I made it that time. Where am I going? Where the fuck did that think it wanted to take me? I wanted to go over to that fucking spring, and it decided to go backwards or something? Like, what the hell? We're balling, we're balling, we're balling, we're balling, we're balling, we're balling. I missed all of those rings. Stick with it. Oh, let me through. Oh, you a motherfucker. I see you. I see you, bitch. Alright. What the hell? That thing spawned on me! That's cheating. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I have no rings. I'm fine, actually. Where'd that ball come from? Oh, I think I did the same thing on Sonic's Story when I got to this part. I feel like it's the exact same fucking thing. Where am I? I'm up here. I don't know where it is. Where am I going? Another loop-de-loop. Into the city. Oh, and I'm going to the sky. I go up. What is this game? I don't understand how this game is like a game that got put on sale. Like, why am I on a glider? I don't understand how this game was sold. You know, who thought this game was good enough to sell for a full price release? I don't really get what I'm doing here. Am I just flying and not trying to get hit? Like, is that the goal? Ooh, a lie. Don't mind if I fucking do. I think I'm about to... Oh, I'm fine. Oh, no, I'm not fine. I can shoot shit! Why was I unaware of this fact? There are so many lives that I can get right now. Oh my god. This is sick. I love this. I'm on 7 lives. That's never happened before. What am I doing? Where am I going? I fly. Nice. Like a minute segment of just auto-scroller. It really just it is just an auto-scroller. Kind of wild, actually. I'll take it, I guess. You know, I'm not complaining. Well, I am complaining. Oh, I heard the end of Goal Ring, I think. I think it's around here somewhere. That is a fucking tornado. I go this way. Yeah, no, I do go that way. I should not be... Oh, I don't know where I'm going. Alright, get attacked. Alright, we bolt. I think I want to go this way. Maybe. I'm like afraid, because I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going. Why did that lock on there? Interesting.
It looks like that buggy still runs. Press the Y
Let's go! We drive again! I don't know where I'm going! Oh, I actually do want to go this way. Broom broom, bitch. Feel like I should be knowing where I want to go! I was gonna say, how much does that put me back by? Gotta be around here. What is that? There's like a thing over there. Why is this here? Oh. Bonus. I see. A fucking worm. Worm out of the ground. That's why I grabbed some extra lives, because shit like that was gonna happen. Oh. I'm alive. Ooh, I guess I'm over here now. I love it when the game just, like, sends me in a direction. And I don't know which way is forward. Fuck the car, actually. You know what? I don't want the car. Fuck the car. I actually will know which way I want to go. If I avoid the car. Oh, yeah. See, look at that shit. I know exactly where I'm going. And I got extra points for that. Oh, God. Oh, I'm alive. I could not see anything, so I was very afraid that I was about to die. Big fucking rock golem. What was that? What was the point of that? I want rings before I get exploded. Oh wait, yeah, the whole point is, like, I'm trying to find a Chaos Emerald. That's right. Ooh, I jumped. Ooh, more medallions. Ooh, I'm up. Holy shit, I can do that? That just, you can just do that? Cough! What do you mean, can you get out? You're not in anything, dude. How do you avoid those cars?
How big is this fire?
The Eternal Flame. Or something. Sonic fought Solaris, which is like, you know, the evil guy, right? So what's Shadow gonna fight? Does he just fight Mephiles, like, every time? Or is that Silver? Does Silver fight Mephiles? I don't know. Again, haven't played this game. Can I leave yet? Where's this Chaos Emerald at? Oh, come on. I want it uppies. How many fucking things do I have to hit? Where do I go? I go through. Express!
You can break through obstacles.
Fuck breaking through obstacles. I'm just going through them. Or letting something else do it for me. I want that one up. Please! I want it! Yes! Yes! Oh my god. I guess I'm going this way. I was about to jump. I didn't even get to jump there. It didn't let me. I was rubbing my nose. Oh my god, the end. It's the end. It's the fucking end. Get me the fuck out of here, dude. It's not a Chaos Emerald, but I'll take it.
Yes.
I'm glowing. Positively glowing. It'll be 9 minutes.
Guess that was all right.
What the fuck is this game? Hey, but I'm rank B again. You know, there's no way I'm not a rank B anyway. I'm being. Hell yes. All right. Thank God I'm free. I'm fucking free. I don't have to deal with this shit anymore. Oh, Crisis City. Well, I'm still here technically. And we got a beautiful little green Chaos Emerald. Where the fuck did we get that?
My precious Chaos
Where the
Emerald.
fuck did we get
You're
that?
also beautiful. Your mysterious brilliance.
I get it. You're addicted to Chaos Emeralds. You just love them so much. Oh, Omega!
Omega? What's he doing here?
Holy shit, it's Omega. I know that guy. Shadow just knows how to fucking put him back together. That's crazy.
It seems he's in standby mode.
What could have possibly happened to create this future?
Why don't you ask him? He's in standby mode. Boot him up.
Yes, this is Rouge. Understood. We'll be there in a minute.
Well, like, the other team is
It looks
found.
like
Okay.
Sonic and his friends have found something too. Let's go.
But Omega.
It's not like we can do anything for him now.
But Omega.
Yeah.
No. Don't leave him. What the fuck? They just left their friend behind? They were like, guys, remember this dude from the other games? He's dead. He's
you guys
dead.
are so slow.
Why does Knuckles have fucking
Look.
Legos for shoes? What the hell? I just
A
noticed
Chaos
that.
Emerald! You've already found one!
Well
Yeah.
now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What the fuck?
What?
Again, why does she just throw shade like that?
Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but
You
Because
mean
she's
we've
cool
gotta
like
go
that?
through there?
Nah.
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late.
I have the Chaos Emerald, you
Same
fucker.
to you.
So wait, do I have to go through that mission again? No, not fucking Flame Core, dude. Oh, oh no. Hated this fucking mission. Alright, well, let's see if I can get through it quicker. I swear to
Crust's
God.
energy is out of control. Is it because of the Chaos Emeralds?
The fuck you mean the crust's energy is out of control? Kind of... The fuck?
I can't fall off here.
I mean, you definitely can. I don't know, Knuckles. That meteor hit nowhere near me, and also before I even got there.
It looks like I can use their drops to
You know, the fact that the homing attack is so slow makes sense now that I'm playing Shadows. I'm dead as hell! I'm dead as fuck!
No.
Why? Why is that a thing that just happens? Sometimes. I'm gonna attack the shit out of you and go center, because apparently center one is like the better one to go down. I hate this game so much.
The Crust's energy is out of control. Is it because of the Chaos Emeralds?
Oh, and I also got like an additional, whoa! Ah! Ooh. 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 Oh boy.
Control. Is it because of the Chaos Emeralds?
Hate this fucking game. Alright.
I can't fall off here.
It happened again. It fucking happened again. The meteors decide to like hit where I'm going to go and the fucking residue hits me. Bro. Alright, let's not... Why don't I go this way instead? This way seems better. Maybe. I don't actually know if this way is better. It could be. I don't know where I'm going.
Gotta watch out for the fire areas.
The fire area. Oh, fuck! Yeah, okay, that just happens. Alright, we're bowling. Why does it do that? How am I supposed to do anything if that is how you treat fucking anyone? What the hell? I'm glad I got a checkpoint, because what the shit was that? What the fuck? Things are making noise on my computer. Shut your ass up. Oh, I found a shiny Nihilego. Oh, that's sick, actually. Awesome. Huh, never mind, the noise was good. What just happened to that guy? He did like a dying animation. Oh, worm. Oh no, they definitely fucking can Shadow. You are like really easy to stop actually. Surprisingly good, easy to stop. Are you gonna let me in the door? No, there's still bitches. Bitches afoot. Like, hi Anarchy, how you doing? How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Ooh, I just locked on directly. Alright. Alright, we're gaming. Please. Life's been wild, but I'm good. So good to see you live. How's things? Things are going. Things are definitely going. I don't know if, yeah. Really. I'm not having a good time playing this game. Where am I going? But I'm glad to hear that life has been wild, if that is a good thing, obviously. I'm assuming wild is, like, good? It's intense. It's not it is intense in the way that I'm afraid that the game is going to throw me somewhere that I don't want to be. This is like the 4th level of the game. I don't like this game. Oh, a life. This is fine. I would rather get a life. I'm alive. I'm scared. That's my answer. Giving Crash Bandicoot but Sonic. I can see it. I can kind of see what you're going with that. I'm like, yeah, I think the main thing of this game is that I'm just afraid to like jankily go off the edge and die, because that has happened way too many times. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling right now. You know, I'm vibing. I'm relaxing.
I can't let down my guard.
It's not over. Oh god. Oh god. Look at that damn laser. Okay. All right. Another checkpoint. I'm living. I'm so happy that there's a checkpoint.
It's erupting. Let's go.
What? What? Huh? You see what I mean? I'm afraid that that's going to happen at any point. I don't even know what happened there. Shadow said it was erupting, but nothing's happening. taking it slow. Oh, what? I got hit by that! I'm like afraid to do anything. Oh! See? See? I'm afraid to do anything. I'm dead. I'm dead.
No.
That's how easy. Where did that? What just hit me? What was? I just got like orbital strikes.
It's erupting.
That's why we have lives. Yeah, but why? Why does that even exist? Well, oh no! Why did that just happen? That shouldn't be happening. This game is a jank piece of work. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. I don't know what the end goal is here. We're trying to find a Chaos Emerald, I think. Ooh, I guess I'm going this way.
Volcano. Let's go.
I'm going into the volcano. We go. We volcano mode. Alright. Loading screen. I can relax. I can chill. I don't like this game. Oh my god. Alright. Alright. Last time I was here, I was playing Sonic's episode, and I remember that it took me like 7 minutes. Whoa! It took me 7 minutes to just try and find where I'm actually supposed to do, or go. This game is definitely Crash Bandicoot if the loading screens make you relax. It's more of an opportunity to relax. You know, nothing's going to go wrong on a loading screen. Well, I mean, things definitely can go wrong on a loading screen, but it's less likely to happen without any player control. Okay. Oh, I'm invincible! The only loading screens I hate are ones that crash. Exactly. What is this, like, remix of his world? Oh, I guess I guess I don't get to ride in the wall. I fall instead. He rides the wall when you can fall. Bars. I thought I was about to get hit by that, like, gigantic rock. Okay. Oh yeah, this is like the dark part. I remember this part because, like, I can definitely see. Like, the whole point of this part is that you're supposed to, like, hit those orbs to be able to see. But you know, I could just, like, I can see normally. It's not that hard to see platforms. Oh, you are kidding me with that. I'm gonna die. Make it! And I have to do that all again. This is an experience of a game that I don't recommend you play. Watching it is good enough. You don't miss anything. Oh, I've got no rings, I'm gonna die. Watch me die. I swear to God, I'm gonna run out of lives before I beat this level. Alright, we got rings, but I hit a wall. Not good. Alright, we're gaming. I can also kind of relax on rails. I don't have to worry about falling off. Alright, we're balling again. I'm invincible! No one can kill me. Oh yeah. Also, the invincibility does not last long. Alright, where am I? Oh my god. I'm living. Told him I was living. Let me through. Ooh. I didn't jump there, apparently. Apparently, I didn't jump. You know, a game's got moves when you're cutting seconds of relaxation. Yep. This is almost like a horror game, you know? I don't get moments to relax. I only get moments to, like, be worried about. Oh my god, stop! Please! Where am I going? I'm going over there. There's a switch here. Activate. Let me go. Let me out of here. Okay. Oh, I hit the buttons. Where's the fish at? You just redeemed fish. I see that you redeemed fish. Where's my sound alert? It didn't play. Did it show up on the screen? Fish! What the fuck? It was so delayed! That actually jumped. That made me jump. Okay. Oh, I am correct. I have to do this part again. Alright, so last time I was here... Yeah. I gotta make all the lights shine at once. Thought it was the on-stream fish game. No, that makes it funnier. Okay, that's hit. I like the fish redeem, it's funny. Rouge is like a combination of Tails and Knuckles. Throw! I did not ask you to throw it there. Throw! I just need to make everything light up at once. That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta do. Can you climb vertically, Rouge? You know how to do that? Is there one up here or something? Are they not all glowing? Are they not all glowing? Can I get off the wall, please? Thank you. Are they not all glowing? Is there one over here? Oh, there's one over here. I should get the on-stream fish game. Oh! I'm alive. Alright, they are all glowing. I think. I think that is what I'm supposed to accomplish. I made it. I'm afraid. Alright, I think I need to hit them at the same... Like, I need to hit them in an order. So if I go back to this one, I hit it. I want to hit that one, probably. Just load. Are there only... Come on. There's 5. I can stand on them? What the fuck? Kinda neat, I guess. Okay. That took me like 5 minutes to do last time as Knuckles. Just because Knuckles' attacks are absolute dog shit. But since I'm through there, I should be pretty close. Maybe. Maybe? I would like to finish this level sooner rather than later because this level is... The fuck are you doing, Shadow? What was that? Oh, I hear it! I hear it! It's there! I'm free! I hate this fucking level. Oh my god. I hate this game. I hate this game so much.
Guess that was alright.
Oh my god. I'm free. I'm free. I don't have to play that level again. Well, I probably have to play it as Silver in his story, but I don't have to worry about that until like next week. Whew. Okay. We're chill. I'm freedom. Freedom indeed. Now we get a nice cutscene.
I found a Chaos Emerald.
I thought you already had that. Oh. Oh yeah, it's the
What? What's this?
Is that Solaris? I don't remember. I think that's like the bad guy. The evil of Sonic 06. Why do I have to fight this dickhead again? Why am I fighting all of the bosses again? Like, huh? It is. Oh, it's the Iblis. Sorry, Iblis. The flames of disaster and all that shit, you know. I still love this screen so much. The early 2000s loading screen with just 3 game renders. All right. Am I don't know. Silver is the Iblis fruit. Oh! I have to fight. I have to fight the Iblis and win. That's all I gotta do. All I gotta do. All I gotta do. Pretty easy. What I do is kind of just like go around and wait. Because I gotta hit these like fucking purple orbs, purple light orbs. Where did everything go?
Watch out, Shadow. If something that big runs into
Where did all of my
solid
things
bubbles
go?
won't hold.
Can I get things, please? Okay, good. All right. Where am I? Where are the? I need things to jump to. Can I get cool things to jump to? Thank you. All right. Check it. Blam. Oh, Shadow, get off. Woo. I'm alive. All right. Now we can chill. Because Iblis is going to headbutt itself into glowing purple rock. Dumbass. And I gotta do that like 4 times. I gotta do that 4 fucking times. Now I feel like I could make it over there, but if I remember correctly, everything's just going to, yep, die. So now I just have to wait. I have to wait my fucking turn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did all of my platforms go? What happened to them all? Where did they go? Please. I would like platforms to jump to so I can make you headbutt the pillar again, because you're an idiot who doesn't know where anything is without a light. You're a moth to a flame. What the fuck is that shit? Why is it over there? Why are they all over here? It's fine, I'm chill. I don't need to worry about it. Honk. Alright. I should be fine. Hell yeah. Get cracked, idiot. Alright. We're chilling. Now I just, hands off the controller, sit here for another, 20 seconds as we plummet to Earth and then get sprang back up and then go back down. I don't know why that's so funny to me, that's just like a thing that happens. I would like to collect rings. I feel like I could just collect, all the rings in the world and no one would have any issue with it. What did you break this time? Can I get more things to... Can I have things fall from the heavens, please? Oh god. I'm living! Holy crap! I should not be alive. I should not have my 30 rings still. Please? Okay, we're locked in. I'm gonna hit this pole one now. Because that one's cooler, I think. Honk. I don't want to hit it again. Motherfucker made me hit it again. It's fine. I only need 3 rings. I don't really need rings for this. All right, bitch. Bonk yourself. Alright, one more.
As tough as you look.
Why does this take fucking like 6 minutes just to do this one boss? Who thought Sonic bosses should have lots of time? Like who in Sonic Team thought, hey, Sonic boss should take a long time to beat? Who thought that? I bet I can hit this from here. Fuck. I did not mean to just jump straight off. This may have been a mistake, actually. Oh, there's some rings here. I could definitely hit this. I can definitely hit this. Yippee! See, I hit it. Oh god. I just got like sniped. Alright, I have a ring, I'm winning. I win.
Shadow, it's coming.
Really? Is it now? Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I was trying to jump.
Now, Shadow, now.
No. Oh god. I'm not even over there. How am I what was that? I thought I had to do the other thing. What the fuck was that? How was I supposed to know that he was gonna be dazed? What's... Are you gonna do it again? Oh, I've got one ring to my name. Oh god. I still have one ring to my name, bitch! I wish I could emote on this dude. What are you going to do to me? Do I have to hit one of these and then make my way all the way back? I think I'd have to do that. I think that's something I have to do. Oh. Alright, now I run. Excuse me? How mean? Alright, now he's gonna charge me, right? Now, is he charging me? No? Buddy? What? It like shattered. I can't see. Where's homie? Alright, we're gaming this time. Alright, we win there. You may be dazed. Huh? What was that? What was that? What was that? Why? Why did I take damage there? What was that? I don't care because I beat it and I don't have to fight that guy until like I probably have to fight him as Silver, but like what? Why? Oh my god. Oh, do I get a D rank for that?
Need to stay focused.
D rank's fine. I'll gladly take a C rank for that. Okay. Cool. Where does that put me now? I feel like I'm like at the end of Sonic's missions, you know, like I feel like this whole section that I'm playing, I played last time. But this is like the beginning of Shadow's story. Or am I halfway now? I don't actually know how far I am in the
Chaos
Shadow story. I don't know how long this is. Alrighty. We're fucking, we're time traveling again. What now? Oh my god. It's fucking Mephiles. He's back. With a flame. I don't... Oh, I guess I'm beating the shit out of him. I think that's a thing that's happening now. Do I just go from a boss to a boss? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? That's what has happened. Oh, Rouge just makes it back without me? That's crazy.
Shadow.
I'm still in the fucking future.
Shadow? And he doesn't have a Chaos Emerald anymore.
Agent Rouge, report your status immediately. Have you retrieved the Book of Darkness?
The Book of Darkness? Didn't you just say the Scepter of Darkness in
I'll
the
provide a
fucking
full report
subtitles?
shortly. Right now, I have a priority situation to deal with. I need to contact
Family matters.
E123 Omega immediately.
Yes, she's got a plan. She's gonna put the Chaos Emerald in Omega or whatever the fuck. I'm in a jungle. The fuck? Tropical jungle. I get to play as Rouge again. Oh. Damn it. Oh boy. All right. The fuck? I got the boings. I got the boings. Explode! Ow! Not me. Don't explode me. Explode! Explode! Where am I going? I know I'm supposed to find Omega, but where the fuck do I go? I guess I go this way. I mean, the fact that I can just kind of like glide and climb and do anything I kind of want to just means I'm gonna go anywhere I want. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going. I'm just going this way. This definitely feels like a bigger stage. You know?
You can't move on until the enemies are gone.
Why not? Oh shit, it's right there? Wait, it's right there? Ow. Ow. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, let me up. Wait, so if I just like... I'm dead. I found it! Wait, I found it! I found exactly where I needed to go. That's crazy. How did I do that? Wait, that's actually kind of neat, the fact that they just do... You can just do that? That's awesome. How high do you think I can get before making my way over there? You think I could just glide over? Surely, right? Surely I could just glide over. I bet I can. If I, like, go at it from, like, over here. I mean, it's not possible. Can I climb this wall over here?
Enemies are gone.
Oh, I can't climb that. Or this. This would have been so cool to climb. Can I climb this? Can I climb anything over here? I can't climb anything because there's nothing fucking physical. It's all tricks. Tricks of the mind. Okay, well I guess I'll just start throwing bombs down. Like Jesus, are they blowing themselves up? Why are they on like partial health bars? They're blowing themselves up. I did it. That's it? That's all I have to do? That's all I had to do? A minute 40 for one mission? Oh my god, this is the best mission ever. That's my favorite mission in Sonic 06.
What did you think of my beautiful technique?
S rank, baby! That was definitely fucking intended. There was no way. There's no way that they just were like, okay, I'll just do it. I'll just fly over. That was awesome. I love that. That was sick. Oh, what a wonderful... Oh, shit! I got another gold medal because I cleared it with an S rank. Yes! Yes! Alright, I found Omega, I guess. I want to know what percentage I'm at in the story.
This is a charming little place.
Isn't it? Hi, Omega. How are you doing?
Hi, long time no see.
Omega's like, who the fuck are you? Yeah. Correct. Why did you just have to say it like that? Is that how you beat people?
Situation understood. What would you like me to do?
Take this and deliver it to Shadow.
God, I love Omega. Fucking Emerald Disk
System
Drive.
reactivation countdown initiated. Backup power source. Spare magazines secured.
Ooh, do I get to play as Omega?
Command program priority changed. New mission, Shadow support. External access no longer permitted. Confirmed.
I'm counting on you.
So you're just gonna go dormant for the next 200 years? Was that what happens? Omega just fucks off and disappears for the next 200 years? We just never see Omega again, ever. Alright, Shadow, what's poppin'? I know you saw Mephiles. There he is. He's standing.
So,
Why is he there?
decided to void your return ticket now, did you?
What's
Why
he
are
standing
you
on?
here? Did you ruin this world?
Yeah, that was me.
The answer's yes and no.
What's
Perhaps
that supposed to
it's
mean?
better to show you. Yes, that's you.
What?
After the world was devastated by Iblis's flames, what do you think happened?
What do you mean
A
that's
search
you?
for the guilty. Who did this, you may ask? Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power. They feared it.
So they locked you away.
They
Oh,
used
there he
this
is.
incident as an excuse to hunt you down. Come with me, Shadow. Let us punish this foolish world of humanity. It's only fair to give back what was intended for you. You have every
I mean, to be
right
fair,
want justice.
Your name is Mephiles the Dark.
That's absurd. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it alone.
You forgive humanity this folly, then?
Also,
I determine my own destiny.
hell yeah, Shadow. You spent like a whole game saying that. Oh, now he's evil mode. He went evil mode. Mephiles went evil mode. Holy shit. I still don't understand exactly like
Such foolishness.
why he
Very
crystal.
well. Let's see if you can entertain me.
Oh my god. Sure. Sure, I'll see if I can entertain you. Don't know what that means, but I will try.
Don't bother to try and deceive me. I
Oh, he's a
know who
shadow.
I am.
He's a shadow. Can I just do this like a bunch? Oh, someone's got me. They've got me. Someone's fucking grabbed me. If I just do this a bunch. What do I... What's the idea? I don't really... What's the goal? Does Mephiles end up doing something? Oh, I've got like a bunch of them on me right now. What is the point? What do I do? Oh, they exploded.
It doesn't matter how many of them you defeat, you know.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do? You one of these dickheads? Is he like...
These
Oh.
shadows that he's controlling. I've got to figure out their origin.
I do like the music of Mephiles. I mean...
I'm your shadow. You can't even touch me.
He's just a fucking, like... He's a PNG on the floor. What do I do? What do I do? Cause what am I firing at? How do I... What do I do? Can I, like, attack this? No. I don't really get it. They're circling. I don't get it. Where is he? Oh. They got a whole ass circle up in this shit. What do I do? I'm so confused. Shadow. Oh, I've been grabbed by one. Awesome. What do I do? Like, he's not over there, is he? Is he? What the fuck is going on? Do I have to, like, Chaos Blast their ass or something? Is that what, like, the goal is here? Like, if I just, like, grind out enough, like, dudes I kill? Oh, I do go up. Like, that's what I'm assuming I do. Like, I just keep attacking them until I get enough bar. Aha! It was correct.
Dance, my shadows, dance!
Die, bitch! Oh my god, I fucking kill him!
Dance!
I can just kill him in like 2 hits? What the fuck? He's weak! That was so fucking easy. What the hell? I thought that was gonna be more difficult. The hardest part was figuring out what I was actually supposed to do. Shadow, what the fuck? You're not supposed to be that easy to take down. Omega!
Omega.
He's real. He's back. He's active.
Now is designated time.
What's good?
I shall assist.
Oh, now it's Mephiles Part 2, where I just do the same fucking shit again, maybe? I don't know. Could I have used that, like, at any point? Oh! Check this fucking shit out. I can explode everyone. Seeing them all disappear is really funny. Oh, I can just, like, actually fire at him. This is really funny. Ow. Bitch it. This is really fun. Robot? Bitch? I'm fucking Omega! I'm 1, 2, 3 Omega. Oh shit. Alright, die. You're like 1 hit, dude. Ratio. 5 minutes! Dude, this guy's boss fight is easy. What the hell? Why is Mephiles so fucking weak? It was so easy. I didn't even need, like, Omega's help. But, like, he kind of just made it easier. I'm still gonna get like a C rank
Expected time
because I
frame,
took
not
way
yet.
longer in the first phase than I should have. But it's fine, right? It's fine. I don't need to worry about that. I'm just chilling. Hell yeah. Alright, I actually do wonder how far I am in the story now. Oop. Yeah, I just fucking, like, slapped him. Get fucked up. He's like all crystal and shit. Mephiles. Is that a time bomb? Okay, bye.
Mephiles!
Cool. I guess we get sent back into the present? Yeah. It would be the present. Because we're in the future. What's good? We're back. But Mephiles is not around.
It appears Mephiles is no longer here. I will assist in pursuing him.
Hell yeah. Wait, Omega's from the future. This is future Omega. Past Omega's just sitting in a cave somewhere. Or, you know, chilling fucking wherever. And future Omega's the current Omega. That's weird. That's weird to think about. Cool. Cool, I guess. Why not? Fucking future Omega.
Agent Shadow, we've
All
lost
right.
contact with Agent Rouge. Head to the warehouse district immediately.
Okay. Now, I mean, I do want to know how much... Oh, yeah, hell yeah, Omega. I want to know how far I am. I would like to know, with like the 2-hour mark just passed. If it tells me... Oh, I'm like halfway through. Oh. So I could finish it tomorrow, technically. As long as, like, I don't run into fucking bullshit again. I might do that. Because, you know, it's been two hours. I don't like this game. It's been more tolerable. You know, the first stages of this was the last stages of Sonic's story, so I was actually able to, like, exist. Like, I knew what I was supposed to do. I still hate this game, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but Shadow's story is seeming easier for some reason. Which is weird to think about, actually. But yes. Who is live? Ooh, Prey's live. So, we were at Supernova yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. We did a panel, and Prey was one of the panelists. So, is Prey on the POG? I don't know. But Prey is a fellow POG SMP enjoyer. So we're gonna go raid Prey if you're a fan of Minecraft. And I will be back tomorrow. Fish is out of stock. Apparently I can't fish you. What? What do you mean fish is out of stock? What do you mean by this? But yes, how about we go raid Prey, because I don't think anybody else that I'm following is currently live. Telling me fish is out of stock. Well, we're about to end anyway, so I will catch you guys tomorrow, same time, for some more Sonic Generation. I'm looking at Shadow, thinking Shadow Generations. We're gonna play more Sonic 06. We're gonna finish Shadow's story. Fuck this game.